First down. Here's Cousins. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing is Cousins. Lets it fly for Treadwell. It got his man complete. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. Lucky 50. Hey, flipper! Yellow!
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 21, it's second and 10. On second and 10, Newton. That is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Newton throwing again. Olsen too much. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. Cousins now on 2nd down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the foot. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Taking it about the 16. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. Carolina getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on second down is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Gun, gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Line out! Yellow, yellow, yellow! Yellow! Two!
Second down, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And the ball is knocked out, and the Panthers have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start the drive with Cook, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Listen.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
All right, now here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rhino! Yellow! Where's the hunt? Rhino! Gun!
On 1st and 10, Cousins lets it fly for Treadwell. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Rhino! The hunt!
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Black.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Now a first down throw for Newton. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, Newton. It's caught, Stills, right side. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Set. 180. On the ball.
On 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep is a very dangerous Mike Hughes. And take it right on the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. An update now from Oakland. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down. To throw, Cousins. Being chased out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Receiver.
Cousins now. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This one taken from the 7. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now Cam, option left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds Stills, complete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Panthers add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever term you're on.
And now look at him go. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Hey, steamer. Hey, steamer. Where's the hunt? Check. Presto.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try.
Wide. The hunt. 180. We good. Rhino. 955. Where's the hunt? Play. Line up. Pull together.
Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
On first down, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw is Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
We got the set. 180.
Newton on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first and 10, Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, You'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Emerson Griffin in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On play action, Cousins. Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Listen.
Second down, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And we're back now in Charlotte. Now a second down throw for Cousins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. K'Wan Short in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Brad Nordman now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw on second down is Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time, Newton to Benjamin. 71 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Newton now to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Rhino! Wait, hot!
First down, here's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback.
And he's going to go down again. Dontari Poe in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Hey, Steamer! Black!
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Hey, Flipper! You're hot! Hey, Flipper! Right, check. You're hot!
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Cousins on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Cousins able to connect with Treadwell for a Minnesota first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Cousins again. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, Flipper!
To the air again. It's Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, Throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey! Gun. You were set.
Newton's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Now he's flushed out left. Going deep here for Still. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. Still's the intended target. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Let's go.
Following the interception, Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. K1 short in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Lucky 50. Go hard. 180.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. Play fake. Cousins.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as